But the main important thing for me is to understand the framework of the song and the chords, and take a snapshot of some of the ideas so that you could take it and make it your own and use it in other places, right? It's good to like copy licks and runs and stuff, but it's better to understand them so that you could apply them. Okay, so in the beginning, in the soft talk part where he's talking, the pianist does some nice ideas. And the first idea I heard was, okay, very nice. What is that? Well, for me, it's I know this is a diminished chord, and basically, I believe the progression is a flat 7, flat 6 to a 5, right? So if you know the B flat major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, the root progression is A flat, G flat, F, and that's a theme in this song. In terms of the progressions, they're using a lot of the flat 7 and flat 6. So in the beginning, the pianist just does basically built on the flat 7 and A flat diminished 7, and you could invert this, okay, in different ways. And so it's like he used this voicing. A voicing is just different arrangement of the notes. So you have in this case, the A flat was played in this inversion with the F on the bottom, and you took out the D and the F right here, and then so you do a little gospel slur on the A flat at the top. So I use this voicing here, and again, it's just the A flat diminished 7th spread out, but then we took out all these notes here, and we're just left with this, right? So that's all. And then he does a movement to this, this chord here, which is basically the root chord or the main chord. It's a C minor 7 flat 5, okay? C minor 7 flat 5. It's like an E flat minor over C, right? So then we voice it like this. I heard him voice it like this. Right, here's the note, C, E flat, G flat, B flat, but it's voiced like this. Right, so he took the G flat here, hit the C here, he left the B flat there, and then just took out the C and the G flat. That's what I heard anyway. I could be wrong, but very nice. And then it lands into 1 over 5. Okay, that's just a B flat triad over 5. And I've heard him do basically, I would make up this name. I say inverted major 7. So basically B flat major 7, but you put the A, which is the major 7, down here an octave, and you get this chord. You could also omit the D to create this nice sound, or you could include the D and then have the F on the bottom. So it's a 1 over 5, but you add the semitone. And that's a trick, by the way. Any major triad, you just add a semitone below, you get a major 7. Well, inverted major 7. Okay, usually it's up here. I say inverted when it's down here. It's just another inversion, okay? So basically, you could do F and D, right? So, blah, blah, blah. So you could use this in your worship service, right, at your church, right? This little movement. Try to learn it in different keys. So again, the main progression, it's a flat 6, flat 7, flat 6, 5 progression. Flat 7, flat 6, 1 over 5 progression. Okay? All right? And so the next thing he does that I really like, he goes, that's so pretty. Right? So the chord goes on this G flat chord, which is really the C minor 7 flat 5. This is a C minor 7th. But the flat 5, G is 5, flat 5. Okay, so you end up with kind of an E flat minor over C. But anyways, it's voiced like this. Now this little run here, da 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 da. I like to think of things in the major scale. So basically, he's doing this movement, this harmonic movement in thirds. Okay, so ba 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 ba. Okay, so I just look at it from the major scale. What is that? Well, it's 1, right? So it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. Okay, that's how I view it. Some people call this the E flat minor, minor scale, melodic minor. But I just look at it as the key of the scale, what's happening. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we got a flat 6, we got a flat 7. So on the top, the keyboardist is walking down, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, flat 7, flat 6, 5, right? And you can create your own melodies with that, right? Right, and then he just harmonizes that walk down, da ba 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 ba, and he starts from the 3 instead, same scale. You're starting from the 3 instead of the 5. So ba 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 ba, right? And then if you put them together, in your gospel slur. And you can make up your own expression, right? While playing that G flat and E flat, which again for me it's just the C minor flat 5 with the G flat on the bottom, voiced like so, right? So here's the E flat and the G flat, just the G flat, put it down. So right, and so those are the two things that I love from the intro. And then he just follows Todd. You could do like a 1/3. You could go back to that C minor 7 flat 5. You could do different voicings like so, or like this, or like this. And then you could do on the 3, you could do 1/3, or you could do an F minor over 3. And then we could go back to that E flat, E flat minor 6, or it's just the inverted C minor flat 7 chord. So on the 4, you could do this, right? Which is the E flat minor 6th, okay? Or it's just the C minor 7 flat 5 in this inversion. So it goes from here to there. So very nice movements, right? And you could make up your own with different inversions and voicings, right?